then get some fix that the mind say this election na Tuma na they go win am. They were so fixated with that thoughts. So then go court. The court say, okay, wanna go Kenima. There even be the challenge say the elections not for whole na Kenima, the AGM not for whole na Kenima. They also talk about proxies.
Yes.
You understand? But now the court say no. When not show me evidence say there is anything where they say like people can they free turn they vote in a Kenima. You understand? Then the M&A they clearly state say like who goes this AGM so now. After everything, the membership can agree say the next AGM na Krubola with the hola. But in a situation wherein we fail, like how we don't fail back so for Duan, the executive, they choose a place and a time and the time where we go conduct these elections. So yes, them publish the list and it not only stop there, before you come inside, then get for verify you. Then walk through the list. If you name the day, you come inside because na closed session. You understand? And when you come, you can't dey in the there was another list within the hall. So we come, like when we come, because I come very early, just like we today when I say we come here, me and Mr. Lavalley, we don't dey here before time. So now I make, even as the program they begin, we also don't dey together, we don't move on. So lost if now Mr. Lavalley be the coming, when they blame me say, why you can't early? You understand? So we follow the processes and procedures, and we challenge anybody may it come and can say, now this law now not follow, that law now not follow. Let we go body, and we all put we law together. We go now, we go say, yes, pa look me on. For sure you say we actually follow everything in line with the M&A.
All right, so Mr. Lavalley, I want to bring you in quickly because Mr. Alfred only make mention of democracy. Now, with all of waiting unfold on that day, and with all of waiting don't they occur from over the weekend up till now, and waiting for continue, you feel say people still forget hope in the bar as an institution, because one go on for say these are people where the country look up to and depend to whenever it comes to issues that we go for do democracy. These are people that way people get for go to if they want for contest the state of governance in the country, and then same people and they display some issues that like this, and then same people they been go to a ballot boxes them but they chant na the hall and display dark highway. If you say there's still hope for make people and still believe in the walkway the lawyers them na the country they do.
You know that story where one part, the Peking one trick the part say, the Peking say, I get this board. Like common story, say I get this board here. Say this board here, then in my hand, it put on behind it. So he said, tell me about this body, they alive or it don't die. So the old man say, no, that body in life in your hand. Because if I talk say it don't die, you go pull them. Say, look at it, they alive. If I talk say if they're alive, you say you go quiz you kill them. So in life, they in your hands. So anything we tell me. So the story is the Bar Association now get the answer they now then get for determine whether this is an opportunity or not. So I'm glad the way Alfred mentioned say this is now an opportunity. It's indeed an opportunity. Because waiting democracy can normally do, institutions they not can be perfect. We then get challenges, then look at them, then they solve them. Where President Kaba go na Lome, where then they solve the peace. We bend over backwards. In fact, when they do chart the road to peace, then talk say, for the Sanko, we want time for that it be vice president. If not that one they make we get peace, let it be vice president. And let some man then within a rebel then. When I can't give them position, then call Mike Lamin, they call, in fact, Fude Sanko became vice president in charge of strategic resources. So, Alfred Wright, where he talks, we look at the bar, the instrument to create the bar, most of them problems there, they not foresee them. But if fine now for let them look at them for say one of the biggest problem we'll get na partisanship. And if at all today, Salone in justice rating really they done, in security rating really they done, it means it's a threat to democracy. So it means the only way for let we reverse that, now we get a strong bar. And so it be too much abio, it be wara. Then get for sit down for talk say, this is not the profession that we're proud of. There is something where I tell them, pan the AGM where I need for reiterate. I talk say, the challenge you will get in a salon, and not to me really, now I'm right, and I talk say, Kaplan, he said the challenge you will get in a salon, now we will not get a bourgeois class. And why we need a bourgeois class? So people in the way they say elite class, na bad thing. No, na grassroots, we that grassroots, now we good. But when you get a bourgeois class, now like we go talk say we, maybe pikin no go study abroad, maybe pikin they study now. So it means we now within the bourgeois class, we now go actually create conditions for our pikin study now. Me not they go holiday, I know they go England holiday, at the day a holiday. It means you go create conditions now for their life fine. So whether you're an SLPP lawyer, you're an APC lawyer, because we don't go school to that level, we for create conditions we find for una all. Because as long as we all the vote, it's natural say you will get sympathy for one political party or the other. But waiting the bad do will be really so bad, it look like say the one they would call grassroots, now then they in charge, now then they in control. In fact, I tell them say it appears if we don't even waste on our school fees. Because why you will get Adebayo, you will get leather boot, you will get bus. Now then culture now they drive we as elite today. Not to just the bow, but now the culture now they drive we. So all of them here we can actually see them. So when I be talk quite a lot about waiting the bar for do, and you know, Alfred, we've been talking about something, and I continue for talk this. We've been talking something what we call path dependency. So when you go in a forest, the side who side don't work at, who side you go see, that side who side other people they don't work at, now they work at. It's difficult for them to go create your own path. So waiting they happen yesterday or today, it's based on waiting happened yesterday. Waiting they happen tomorrow is based on waiting they happen today. So if them problems they are not fixed on today, it doesn't matter which side you did, it will come back for haunt you. So now for that it behoves them. It doesn't matter say because waiting can happen, we particular regimes and can in power, or we depending on which regime they're in power, so no go na court. Now then they, you know, APC in power, they're so quick. No, but no go na court, na follow procedure. It's so quick now for the people in ISF.
And in this case now, Mara and Seri, for example, no go get that kind of confidence. If we're gonna get cause we get the kind.
Yes. Oh yes. So now that make we find for we actually see this thing about elite culture. Law creates a justice system we're good for all. Law creates a class we're good for all. Before people in the go na Kenima, minds me not made up. You know. Alfred right, but some people will talk say, now this outcome I want. We said now this outcome I want. But you know what AGM good for annual general meeting, and especially that reunion. Now the opportunity that the old lawyers they miss. How una for day, if una staff now an organization, how una for day together, una they bond, una they laugh to una self, because when people in the one side always the tension in the day. The thing really beats me. Now, when one lady talk to me, say, me why they go to court, and they find it difficult for her to get justice. It's not a lawyer. He said, because some people in there were they seen at the bench on the other side, where they don't ask for some favor from me, and they find it difficult for her to face them. And they know say my client don't lose. We didn't know within a salon where some people in talk say under certain regimes, some lawyers they suffer. If me na SLPP, APC in a power, and they suffer. If me na APC,
How do we get out of this? I mean, this is the problem exactly. Politics don't seem to infiltrate in every aspect. So if see students, election, or rather election, every other aspect of it, these guys are there. How do we get out of this really?
So I think saying that the lawyers then get for first and foremost get reflection, say, Usa don't day is shameful. All sides need for take that shame day.
Quickly, and unconstitutional change of governance now been waiting now the same for the AGM wouldn't be good discuss about. You feel say them they actually practice what them preach before the elections.
Well, so I think this man Alfred be listening to me. Now you don't question that. So, but the reality is, after we don't talk, in fact, inside the hall, there was one guy who asked a question. He said about agenda. He said we finally debate the agenda and endorse them. Well, not to debate. He said he finally endorse the agenda, law move in motion. So somebody been in at the high table, we talk. They say no. He said we mix right now. The AGM not started. This is not just a plenary. They would non-bar people and non-lawyers and where they go, now in the AGM they start. But for the mere fact that somebody talks, say, law endorse this agenda in front of all of it, in fact, that was a smoke where they should say fire did it. So they see, then you can begin out. It was very unhealthy. I only hope say other AGMs they not go organizing. So this camp naya, then the camp naya, this the block road. Law change.
I think the campaign as well understand say by the time the others gets into Kenema, there were no hotels for them accommodation, so they're going for putting in a bow, which is why sometimes they come in late.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. So I think say we don't talk too much. I'd say here Alfred they talk about legality. In this moment, not so legal. This problem not to, it has to be solved out of court. In order for be solved in a court. If we say it if it's put in a court, we will put so much pressure on the judiciary. Whichever decision they take, one side will talk say it is for we. And because when you look at the M&A, me not a lawyer, but there are many things we Alfred and do we're not illegal because they not go against the Companies Act. But in that kind of context here, it's more of expedience than legality. So you get for look now, under this circumstance, what can we do? The law say are right or do them. But there are many people who are crying. So you want to talk, say, no, law ignore that and tears because the law say I'm right. And this is an old law. It's a very old law. We know they take on board all of the challenges that we see now and how to address them.
Quickly, let we head over to Facebook and go through some of the comments we don't get. Mohamed Badi say Alfred Kamanda has been the busiest member in the legitimate bar executive since the dubious electoral charade that happened in Kenema. He has been sourcing for legitimacy since the 19th of the 5th month 2024, and no matter how many times it tries, our resolve has been unanimous. A proper election has to be conducted, and the democratic rights of the membership of the Bar Association must be respected. Tony also, they say, we all know what's happening at Kenema, and also Lamine Benjamin Sisse say it's not easy to definalize Alfred Kamanda. We head over now to the inbox system, as somebody also they say, if for being right, if the Bar Association give privilege and opportunity to the proxy votes where Mara and Wara be applied for, because only for be don't give opportunity to lawyers that we know they now the country for make their rights for votes, because then they paid and use are just a filo. So next day when I take that into consideration, another text are also they say, we all know say it was not a democratic election. We need for go back to the books and resolve this issue before they even come back for the elections. Another text is also saying, why una go do elections and the outgoing executive not hand over the report Was that even necessary? Will it take 2 more way to stay? So waiting at the way forward now. We know say even if we now go back and forth in a court, in order for yield anything, waiting at the way forward, waiting 2 man need for do for regain the trust and peace will be done in the Bar Association. The last 6 hours for the day they say politics now a very dirty game. All of a sudden, big truck go block the one the way they come out now bow. Where them be done already don't go book all the hotels in Akenema. Politics indeed is a dirty game. I just hope this not ever repeats itself again because we get high hopes in the bar as an association.
Okay, yes. David, I'll just bring this one from Uncle Jibo na Mountain because they say if the governments fail to uphold it, will create a mere anarchy. They say if those that are responsible to take care of our constitution guiding all the law should be exercised according to for the mere citizen cannot organize a credible and peaceful election for themselves, then what is our faith in this matter? It means we are in a dilemma state. They come from Uncle Jibona Mountain Court. So a lot of resentments people they express, just as we don't hear from those way they pull, press releases, raise concerns. We don't even see, press conferences and all of that. But let's hear from you, Alfred, with some of them concerns and the way coming.
So I think before I go to them concerns, then you mentioned something about you don't know how Augustine Sori Sengbe Mayago get confidence or face the courts.
Sure.
That's a serious question, and if lawyers they fear for going to the courts, they would apply with trade. So how you think about the norm, the ordinary?
Where are you from, Andrew? In story, share with me, with one of the lawyers.
I'm just saying. Then you actually try for we say the people, the ordinary people, they not get any hope because if lawyers they say then actually don't get confidence for going to the courts room. So you see the opportunity where they also present that we actually need to go back at the drawing board, because we actually see when you look at the Truth and Reconciliation reports, if you read them, you see say the judiciary can be one factor. But they feel say yes, lawyers themselves now they afraid for go courts. No, I don't think so. They need for afraid at all, and they need for get the same confidence or go and approach the courts. And I respect the view of Mr. Lavalley, where he talk about it's not legality, but expediency. However, I hold a contrary view. The contrary view now the laws we talk about here, people in the state say we did not follow the rules, processes, and procedures. That's what they are claiming. So if you say we not follow the laws, we not follow this, we not follow that, come show we which law we not follow. Now it starts from day first before we begin think about other things. Can show we which law we not follow. And basically, when to make a come to this studio, now for come explain we own side of the story. Because we go Kenima, after we social media don't take over the Bar Association elections, we've been busy, they try to get things settled. So a story we don't go out in respect of the conduct of the elections. So now that story now one can correct. We want to tell the people that waiting happen. This is waiting happen. A number of people even feel say, na tuma in team, na them they scatter the ballot boxes, they this. No. When you go to the hall, it was clear. No elections. No elections. We didn't at the other side. We elections. Elections. And if you come, you want seek legitimacy. You want get entrance legitimacy. You actually want seek the mandate of the people. Now just through the ballot box. Just through the ballot box.
Also, we are also hearing instances of not allowing certain people to go inside the hall and thereby, disenfranchising them. From the process, which also.
So now this one will not for the arena model we follow. when it comes to the Sierra Leone elections, for example, not so everybody they votes, correct?
Very.
Even when you're a Sierra Leonean. So now the same thing when it comes to the Sierra Leone Bar Association. For me, you vote, you for be a fully paid up member. You understand? Now it make you get a voter list. The voter list now people away don't fully paid up. However, because we all are Motamande, it's possible to say you can omit somebody's name. But waiting the executive say, if you know say you're not a fully paid up member, you not see your name on the list, bring you receipts. And this was communicated, even with the court order, that they make and clear. So if you know say you're not a fully paid up member, you not see your name on the list, show them the receipts and you they come in. And at the day, I see people them where we get receipts. Where initially at the outside, where then they come in, they not see the name, but where then show them receipts, then come inside. So I did tell you say, it was not all beautiful. However, that story of everything being negative, everything, we not follow no procedure, we not this, we just go no more now, tote the bar now, put on our aid. It's not correct. That's not the correct version of the story. And the correct version, me they forget to the people.
From your angle, at least. So Andrew, you be experience anything like blue ban? I mean, something. I mean, like.
No, I was not in the hall. Me not been
Okay.
there. Yes, I just spent few time on Friday. Then I turn back Friday afternoon. I not been there at the hall.
Okay. Well, that's one of the stories we hear about. If you don't get blue hand ban, and you are not going to be allowed, or they did not allow such people.
So let me answer that question. Yeah?
Yes, quickly. I'll go to Andrew.
Yes, that's very important question. So if that's the story and that's the narrative, so now some of the things in this, so they say, is inaccurate. Because people are saying that too much are being intim that they may get the hand ban. But Warasari Kamal been there inside the hall. So Imba been get the blue handbag. So he's saying Bemara been there inside the hall.
Those are
Imba
candidates. Those are candidates. Unlike those who perhaps want for go cast them votes them. You want for say. I'm just saying.
So you mean they actually like okay they allow the candidates then say okay una go. But hence you know so candidates.
So technically,
you cannot
have an election if we do not allow the candidate them for counting. I wouldn't not it's not for themselves.
No,
unlike
your narrative based on what you yayi. Now that anybody way for come inside forget a blue handband.
Right.
So at the say now, if we are going by that narrative, then Augustine Sori Sengbemaya had a blue handband. Wara Sari Kamal had a blue handband. Charlie Israel Williams had a blue handband.
I'm equally arguing it was impossible that these guys would not be allowed to go into that hall day. So, by all means, there was no way, whatever measures
so
they
would agree
put.
with me now, say people enter.
Of course, people must day. People go most day.
People will enter, we not get blue handband.
At least Seri and others,
okay.
as you say. Okay, so Andrews, this is quite serious here. Pretty much, you don't pull a report we also capture all of what happens over the weekend, as though you are anticipating it, as much you know they anticipate some, but when you look at how much the civic space really don't be captured into the country, and how much that they really get for dents, a democracy, rule of law, and all of that, the growth of the country. I mean, so how do we unravel all of these, maybe by parts, because it's as if you don't deep-rooted now.
So when you talk about civic space, you get beaucoup parts of them. So you get the freedom of the media, they get the freedom of civil society, they get the how elections been conducted, how we fair to one another. Some people in the talk say, me we sat in government in our power, and they get fair treatment. So that report go look at all of them brought in then, and the good news we'll get inside Salone, Salone media really free. I think say with governments then and the journalists then, we need for tell and thanking. Because right now, in fact, when you go across the media, you see say, on this bar association thing, for example, you see say, the one that they against, they don't talk that thing. The one that they for, they don't talk that thing. Under normal circumstance in other countries, in the area, they talk say, waiting they want no more nine in the area, all of the media there. So the media really free. Now that make where you watch media freedom. Salone, they actually rise on media freedom. We don't repeal judicious libel law. The thing where difficult now the civil society space. And like, for example, we talk about two things that our civil society space. One, a protest. Like, where people, and you know, say, it don't take where people, they need allow people in for protest. So people, they get chance for protest under BO, for example, under Tijan Kaba. But we tendency for protest, we actually curtail them where we camp our response to COVID, to Ebola. Then from that end, they will know where you see Augustine, you see other requests for protest, because police, they can, and the justice system, they can, the security system, they can always talk, say, the moment you allow there for protest, now Fed the commodity. So they don't get this convenient shorthand for talk, say, I need to give them protest because Fed the commodity. But so if we not allow there, we get a pass mark on people being allowed for assemble, people being allowed for demonstrate which they want, we will remain closed. So that I want. And you can see with certain regimes then they, depending which regime they in power, some people in the talk say me, I know they need to treat me fairly, especially my ethnic group. The report you can see say in 2012, you have 35% of people then, where they talk say the ethnic group not fairly treated. And those groups then they now be largely groups then from the south and east. Now that same amount, 35% of people then they talk say the ethnic group not fairly treated, and they are largely from the south and east, from the north and the northwestern region. So if in fact, so when they see people then that they go to bar association, you can actually, I don't want for profile, but you can actually do an ethnic audit as to let you see which group then they feel say this is this now my project, this are for deal with. So where would they talk about civic space now? All of that one day, the justice system, the security system, if we respond evenly to everybody, they call it equality before the law. Now the first principle. But so waiting really important, and if finally Alfred Leo will take notes of that day. Justice not a resource. Security is a resource. Nobody know the give you, now the states na in the give you. In fact, now that make the state hardly outsource them. Now the only service down the way the state not the outsource. The state they outsource health care, it outsource electricity, see like private sector do them, it they outsource education, they get beaucoup private schools them. But justice, for they get private courts then going for them go sit down and judge case. Because now the state in core work down there. So if you now use that resource there for make sure say every citizen feel part of the state in an equal way, we not get peace so easily. So and because now the resource down the way the state they use for let it protect itself, because when you make use that resource they find, now ain't go make if somebody corrupt, you will go ask and say no you corrupt, and I'll go na court, I'll go prove say you corrupt. And nobody will slap me because I say you corrupt. So the way we will use that justice as a resource and security as a resource, when at the core function of the state, is a problem. When you look MCC scorecard, we can win on Bokutin, we can win on civil liberties, we can win on this, but when we come to state effectiveness, at hand we're not the winner no more. But if you win them, you can win on Boku other thing there. So you find a critical, because the Bar Association, when at the Civil Society Association, when I for oversee the justice system, because the lawyers then even agree say we need to get an inbuilt civil society mechanism, where sometimes once in a while, therefore they even pull, therefore they review cases them. Sometimes when they do their case reviews them, now in therefore even say no that judgment they will be not be final. So then they checkmate them colleagues them. Enough for be a playground for anybody, enough for be a playground for SLPP, enough for be a playground for APC. If for be an institution where they work for we as Sierra Leoneans. Because if it goes bad, even you, Alfred, there will be a time you will not be safe. So then I make a fine law pull politics away from them. At all. This one, if you take this to court today, the way I see them, the one they don't conduct that election, they will win it. because there is nothing where they talk say them do bad. The laws not talk say them do bad at all. But when you watch democratic tenets, there's a clear criteria on how you conduct democracy. But I don't know, me not a lawyer, but maybe where you go talk say, look, we emanate the governing articles of which one we flout. Anyone the way they talk say, for change agenda, for swap agenda, they say no, not there. But at the time when they devise that instrument there, they not be the talk say there will be a time where we will change agenda for law bring election early. So I think say more now make a talk say experience now more we need than law just say no go legal. You will go legal, then court say when I don't win, then you go to call a bar meeting, you get people and they get interested in the camp. Then injustice could be driven underground. I think say final law look this critically and let us see how the best interest of Sierra Leone.
Just perhaps in 30 seconds, if you may, how are we sure of detaching politics from the bar, really? I mean, is that ever possible even? Because given the fact that the system don't be so pluralized that it's either here, red or green, for example.
No, but Salone will solve the war. And Adan didn't know before. They know say we're a resilient population. Resilience not to just high beer, but resilience that way they learn and adapt. So in circumstances like this, we get for land, say, this thing, and that we get a lot of groups, a lot of Sierra Leoneans. The good thing about what happened across the divide, a lot of Sierra Leoneans they talk say, we are not proud of what happened. In fact, you get lawyers then, we now too much in supporters and that I know say I don't like this, I'm not proud of what happened. So I think say really you don't reach a point now where politics don't they smell. Everybody don't say it don't reach now with some side way enough for day. So there's a lot of pressure now on the bar for say this why the need for sort out in the interest of the country.
All right, Alfred, we don't run out of time really, but just perhaps are you guys feeling jittery that they don't call for nullification of results, for example, or possibly there will be another election, or when they feel like it could be another election really for Bar Association anytime soon?
That's the list of my fears, especially when a press release. A press release on social media, they ask for nullification of results. And they go, they don't sleep now. That's not anything that it takes seriously. However, we, as I say, the president and in team, we actually don't open with hands. We're ready for work with each and every person, and we want every idea for coming, not just from lawyers, but even from people like Andrew Lavalley, for law we get the reforms that were needed. Because it is very true that when you get a very strong bar association, when you get a potent one, you know they just do things them in the country like that. So yes, we ready. Now make we don't come with they say we come for can raise the bar. And me decide for join this team because I believe say I don't come inside. It's not just about winning the elections, but now for effect the changes we maybe don't they dream about from way and not even become a lawyer yet.
In line with the Green Party. Is that?
Will you take it back?
In line with the Green Party?
Will you take it back?
Maybe some other time. Well, like actually now we're having the program for today, and the program we're going to listen to now Yone Salone. They come to you from Riseradiosl 96.3 FM. Today we'll be looking at the way forward for the Sierra Leone Bar Association. The election all done over the weekend, but a lot of other issues around the camp. So we get Alfred, Commander winner, the Public Relations Officer, newly elected for the Bar Association, and as well we get Andrew Lavalley, the Executive Director, Institute for Governance Reform. We'll end the program this evening, David.
Yone Salone program we meet you from Riseradiosl 96.3 FM with support from Africell. Plenty thank you to you sending text messages and watch you live on our Facebook page and listen to in our radio and surf on www.riseradio.sl. Plenty thank you again to reporters and we win history and Cantona, me producer we na Masanyanga, studio engineer we na Mohamed Roberts, Jonas Koma and team we kuna see live now Facebook. We executive producer Mariam Aba. We bring the program can this evening. Me your name na David Aspen Solomon. This is Tata.
Amen. Amusa Basis. Don't forget for listening to English news. So they come to you 8 o'clock and save tomorrow morning. Join me for the program Rise and Shine. So say tomorrow we'll bring another edition of Yone Salone come to you. Continue for listening to Rise Radio 96.3 FM.